So the Doom beta is closed and we have a little over a month until the retail release. I was lucky enough to play both the alpha and beta, and as a long-time fan on the series, wanted to put my thoughts out there. So just how Doom does the new Doom multiplayer feel? In all honesty, it's hard to say. At first glance, it's almost more an amalgamation of Halo and a slowed-down version of Quake than the original Doom 1 and 2 multiplayer, with the drawback of movement feeling somehow limited. The original games had an insanely fast and chaotic pace to them. You always started with a pistol, and it was a frantic race to find and pick up a better, more powerful weapon before the other guy did. Speaking of the weapons in the original games, if you had, say, the pistol and the enemy had a shotgun, you knew you were in deep shit and had to scramble to find something either equal to or better than what he was packing, all the while also needing to find that weapon's particular ammo type. In the new version of the game, there is a strange balance to almost all the weapons, which means that with the exception of, say, a fully charged Vortex rifle headshot, there's no real one-shot gives. While one upside of this is it quite often does come down to who has the better aim and higher skill level, it takes away from the immersion when the super shotgun, a weapon originally synonymous with chunking an unwary enemy in one deafening blast, now just sort of draws a little bit of blood and causes numbers to fly out of the enemy Borderlands style. What's more, instead of needing to get the ammo for your weapon, you just need to find a generic weapon crate. Not that running out of ammo is an issue for the most part. Let's talk about how I feel about the pace of movement in the game. Let me just say from the outset that compared to the pace of, say, Call of Duty or even Halo, this new Doom is definitely much faster. However, with the obvious and unavoidable similarities to Quake, it just doesn't match the speed and freedom of Quake. Changing direction in mid-air is virtually not doable, while actual ground movement and turning quickly seems somewhat sluggish and heavy. These are the things that will hopefully be addressed either before or just after release. On the upside, the addition of a double jump and ability to pull yourself up ledges is a welcome one. For some reason though, there is no sprint button, and oddly for a game so similar in style to Quake, no ability to rocket jump. What we do get, however, is a new feature I really enjoy: glory kills. These occur when an enemy's health gets low enough that their character begins to flash, meaning that a melee attack can then trigger a death animation fatality, which are pretty cool, especially on a Revenant which has at least 4 to 5 different animations. The weapons. So the weapon system, as I touched on earlier, is a little strange for Doom. The only weapon pickups in game are one-shot power weapons and abilities, like Gauss Cannon, Revenant, Quad Damage, etc. Your actual regular weapons, however, are selected through pre-designed loadouts you create, consisting of any combination of 2 weapons, a grenade, and hacks, which is somewhat similar to Titanfall's burn cards. In general, no weapon really has it over any other. You can't direct hit one-shot kill someone with a rocket launcher, and the super shotgun takes about 3 decent blasts to score a kill. Some weapons do cause a higher base damage than others, but that's evened out by the lower damage weapons having a far superior rate of fire. Each weapon has a right trigger regular fire mode and a left trigger fire, which ranges from scoping in to detonating a rocket early. I'll cover this in another video. There's also a strange effect I touched on before, where shooting an enemy causes what I'm assuming is a damage counter to float out of the person being shot, white numbers for regular damage and yellow for crit hits. It's really out of place for this type of game. Personally, while I found the combination of plasma rifle and lightning gun to be extremely effective, to me somehow it was a little boring. But with the sniper-like Vortex rifle and super shotgun combo, I found immense joy in either popping someone's head off outright or winging them and then rushing in, switching to the shotgun and finishing them off. In that regard, the game affords the player a variety of loadouts to match individual playstyles. Switching between your 2 weapons is quick and effective, and it will become a skill people are going to have to get the hang of in order to survive. So what are my final thoughts? I started out by saying at first impression it feels like a mix between Halo and Quake, but after putting in some significant time, I played about 200 matches. Although it's buried deep and hard to find, as a veteran of the franchise I knew this was Doom, and there is some untangible there that at its core, this is definitely a Doom game, albeit a little bit diluted. It really is just sheer fun, even in international lobbies where whatever lag compensation is being utilised works extremely well. It's a wild ride that throws you off a cliff and you either learn to fly or plummet to the ground, only to get up again determined to succeed the next time. There are some small things that need addressing. Bethesda, for the love of God, please switch back to the alpha announcer's voice. All in all though, I'm excited for the game's release, and I think it has the fighter's chance of finding a new audience, and once again, being as great as its predecessors. And while there are many more things that I'd like to talk about and get into, give my feelings and impressions on the game, I'll be sure to do that in other videos that I plan on doing. But for now, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys later.